So this morning, out of nowhere, came the news that Shigeru Miyamoto himself actually has announced Pikmin 4. So this is crazy news and awesome news. This morning, I'm sure a lot of you noticed the same thing and were just as shocked as I was when you probably got on your phone or your internet or whatever it is you do when you check your gaming news every day and saw that Pikmin 4 has been discussed and confirmed by Shigeru Miyamoto, and it's almost done. I really can't tell what the most surprising piece of news here is. I don't know if it's the fact that Pikmin 4 was announced and discussed by Miyamoto, so like the most solid source for a confirmation that we could possibly hope for, or the fact that he says that the game is damn near complete. It was an interview he was having with Eurogamer that was posted today. He discussed quite a few really cool pieces of news, something that I wish Nintendo would do more often, to tell you the truth. And in that conversation, he said that Pikmin 4 exists. It's been being worked on since Pikmin 3 was done. He referenced the fact that the Pikmin team is always working on a new Pikmin game, which is kind of interesting news when you consider the fact that it took forever for Pikmin 3 to finally come out. But hey, whatever, it is what it is. I'm glad Pikmin 3 finally made it out, skipped the Wii, and made it all the way to the Wii U, and was an amazing game. And hey, if they finished Pikmin 3 and went right on to Pikmin 4, then I am completely okay with that. This is such a shocker and a surprise. And, you know, Pikmin 3 is now 2 years old as of last month. As of a couple weeks ago, would have been the 2-year anniversary of Pikmin 3. And, you know, apparently they went right into work on Pikmin 4. 2 years later, the game is close to completion. Of course, the interesting piece of news that a lot of us are wondering and people are talking about is, what platform will it launch on? We know that the Wii U is closing in on the end of its life. Nintendo, God love them, they're kind of shooting the Wii U in the head and just kind of putting it out to pasture. I don't think it has much life left in it. We know that they're going to officially reveal the NX next year. There's rumors that it's going to come out as early as summer next year, which is earlier than you know that I want it to come out. I've discussed that many times, but at this point, I'm kind of just ready to just get the thing over with and have the thing revealed and then release, even though I do love the Wii U. However, if the game is as close to completion as Miyamoto is saying, I have a feeling that this game really may be a Wii U title. Maybe this is one of the big titles for the Wii U in 2016 where they're still kind of keeping the system going, the momentum of the Wii U going. And, you know, and with... okay, so there's a couple titles that we do know for the Wii U coming out in 2016. Pokken Tournament, however you say it, Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblem. Some people think that Zelda might still make it to the Wii U next year. I don't really think that's the case anymore, but maybe it will. So, you know, if you take those couple of games, which are fairly large games, Lost Treasure, or not Lost Treasure, Project Treasure, which just became Lost Reavers, we know is still coming out next year. And if you take those couple of games and then you added Pikmin 4 to it, that's starting to show that Nintendo has a handful of really good, solid, large titles to release on the Wii U next year. And that could be really super exciting. So whether or not that means that Pikmin 4 will still be a Wii U title or an NX title or something that's releasing on both, who knows? I think what's really curious about this to me is a couple of things. I saw in a comment on the IGN article that actually broke this to me this morning, where somebody mentioned, why didn't you talk about this at E3? And I was like shocked that I hadn't even thought about that. It's like, yeah, dude, if you guys, Nintendo, if you were working on this game, Pikmin 4, and it's so close to completion, you didn't like start development last week. You've obviously been working on it for a while and it's almost ready to go. Why the hell wouldn't you have revealed that game at E3? Now, I know that, okay, they said they were only going to talk about 2015 games at E3, and I get that. I guess I totally agree in the sense that it's obviously not a 2015 game, so why would they have talked about it last year? But man, saving this game, this kind of announcement, was not smart. That would have been a huge reveal and really would have bolstered the quality of Nintendo's E3 presentation if they had discussed it. You know, the other curious thing to me with this whole piece of news is how it came out. Typically, something like this from Nintendo doesn't just come out as a little blurb in an interview, even from Miyamoto. Usually, they're very specific with how they release information, especially a brand new, very large title like Pikmin 4. This is typically something that we would see at E3 or at the very least a Nintendo Direct or a Nintendo specific, like a press conference or like a debriefing that's like a press release. And to have this be just a random interview Miyamoto was having with Eurogamer, where he was discussing all these new philosophies and some plans and this and that about Nintendo and Mario Maker and all these things. And then, yeah, we're making Pikmin 4 and it's almost done. It's so weird. And it makes me wonder if, now that we're kind of in a shifting regime because of Iwata's passing a couple of months ago, and we know that Miyamoto is sharing temporary leadership of the company with, I can't remember the other fellow's name, Tamako or something. I'm not really familiar with that guy. But Miyamoto is one of the guys who's temporarily in charge of Nintendo. And I think that we might be dealing with a changing philosophy, and maybe this is indicative of the fact that we don't have to do everything in such a segmented fashion where we can only do it in a Nintendo Direct and we can only do it this way. Maybe they're finally starting to loosen up because, a lot of that stuff was obviously Iwata's decisions. And, as much as we all love Iwata, with the changing leadership because of what happened there, maybe this is kind of starting to show that Nintendo's going to open up its forums a little bit. And honestly, I think it's a good thing if that's really what's happening. I like the fact that on a day where we would never expect to have a fairly big announcement from Nintendo or from Miyamoto, it happened. It's just a random Monday. It's Labor Day, and nothing special. No Nintendo Direct happened. No announcement of a Nintendo Direct is going to happen in 2 days. Everyone be prepared to watch it at 3:00 in the morning and any of that stuff. It was just, hey, Miyamoto had an interview and he announced a brand new game, and it's a game that a lot of us are going to be very excited for. I think that's really super cool that it happened this way. If it's not a sign of the changing kind of philosophies on how they reveal news, that's okay. I kind of hope it is, but even if it isn't, it doesn't really matter because I still love the fact that we got this information today. It's very cryptic, too, because I was discussing this with my girlfriend this morning because she's a huge Pikmin fan, and last night we randomly played Pikmin 3 for the first time, and I don't even know how long. We played the multiplayer bingo battle. It just was a night where we decided to play a couple games, and Pikmin 3 was the first one we played. And I was talking about it as we were playing it. I was thinking, God, I just love Pikmin. Pikmin 3 is one of my favorite games in a very long time, and I just love the ambience and the mood and the atmosphere of Pikmin. And it was so weird and cryptic that for the first time in almost a year, I played Pikmin last night. My girlfriend and we played that game, and then this morning there was news of Pikmin 4. It was almost destiny, I feel like, that we decided to play Pikmin, and then of course this news came out today. So anyway, that's just kind of a fun little aside to the news. At the end of the day, I guess I just wanted to discuss my mammoth excitement for this game. I think this is going to be amazing. I don't know, again, going back to the other idea, what system this is going to release on. I think this is going to be a Wii U game. It's either going to be a Wii U or it's going to be a cross-gen game where it's going to be a Wii U and an NX game. I think that we might see a couple of games do that if the NX really is going to release as soon as people kind of theorize that it's going to be. I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts. I think that there's going to be a lot of opinions on all sides of the fence. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be unanimously excited about this announcement and this surprise reveal. But as far as what platform we think that this system might be coming out on, or what Nintendo's plan is for 2016 with the Wii U, with the NX and its reveal, with Pikmin 4, what's going to be happening there, I don't know. It's going to be really interesting. But at the end of the day, I'm just excited. I'm willing to bet that you guys are excited too. So yeah, share your thoughts. What do you think? Are you as pumped for Pikmin 4 as I am? What platforms do you think we're going to see this revealed on? How is this going to factor into the NX announcement? All these good things. And I think that we should just all kind of get together and be excited for Pikmin 4. And thank God for Miyamoto, man. What a fantastic surprise that was today. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Share your thoughts below. This is Rob of Rule of 2 Review, and I'll catch you guys next time on another video.